Hey everybody, Syntax here. Welcome back to the Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles on the Patreon server. So we're going to start today's episode, I think, and we're going to be searching for our elusive Griffin again. So I'm going to start a little bit down south, I think, and as you see on the map, we're going to hit the little snowy area over here, and let's see what we can find. Okay, so here's what we got. So not only do I have one, I've got multiple Griffins here. Maybe we can get lucky and grab one of these guys, but you kind of got to sneak up a little bit. You can't just like run up and grab them. If they do see you, they will attack you. So let's see what we can do. You know, I'm not the most light-footed of guys, so, and oh crap. Okay, we might have angered him a little bit. Okay, calm down, buddy. All right, we're gonna need to create a little separation. Okay, and man, okay. Whew, well, that didn't go very well. So, all right, so yeah, a couple minutes have passed, and let's try this again. And let's see if we can do a little bit. It seems like they're kind of surrounding me right now. Maybe they're talking to each other, thinking that, hey, you know, there's something's going on here. Somebody's trying to steal one of us. You know, going to create a little formation to kind of prevent that from happening. But you know what? I have got a plan. So I think what we're going to do is maybe we can climb up on these trees to maybe sneak up on him. I think he's right on the other side of these trees right here. There he is, right there. Okay, and we have to break a little bit of leaves. And oh crap, there he goes. I'll scratch that plan. Oh crap, wait. No, yeah, he's down. Okay, so let's try this again. So maybe we can sneak up. Maybe do a little bit better job of not being seen this time. Come on. Just be... look over there, and bingo. Got him. Cool. Okay, so there we go. So now we have our elusive Griffin. So we can take this guy back to base and get him all fed and trained up. Okay, we're back, and let's see what we can do. So we've got the Hippogriffin, our nice little golden lasso. I don't think I'm going to put him anywhere. Maybe we'll just keep him maybe in our nice little backpack for now. And I think what we're going to do, as you can see, I've done a little bit more work on the base. We've got a coke oven now. Very cool. I think this is, I might do a little bit of touching up to this coke oven. Just kind of sitting here, but I'll make it look kind of good. And upstairs, as you can see, I've done quite a bit of work, as now I decided to move away from the home, the hole in the ground, and I'm actually living now in this space. So we've got all our machines here. I've got storage set up. I've got ore processing going right now. I got a compactor. I've got a sawmill. I've got the furnace and the pulverizer. I need to make a hopper right here too as well. But I've got storage. I've got everything kind of, I think, here that I need. So we're going to try to make this maybe the tier 1 workshop, and upstairs I've also got an area up here that I've got my little bed, and I think this is going to be the home for the Griffin once I get him trained. But for now, he's going to have to just kind of maybe just stay in my backpack for now, because we're going to have to go find some stuff to feed him, as I don't have anything to feed him to get him all, you know, trained up. But that could be something that I could also work on in between episodes. But what are we going to be working on today? So I know we left off on mystical agriculture, and as you can see over there, I've got a nice little farm set up. Nothing too crazy. I've got a little bit of inferium growing right here. I would like to get some automation of these 3 farms today, if we can at least get that going. But what it's going to require is it's going to require a latex processing unit. And what we're going to need for that, let's look. Latex. If we go to, actually I think it's dry rubber is what we need. Dry rubber right here. We need to get this tiny dry rubber, and we get that stuff from, as soon as my client decides to click over to the next screen. There we go. Okay, from the latex processing unit. In order to get this, we're going to need steel, we're going to need some bronze, and we're going to need this enriched alloy, which we get from the metallurgic infuser. So these are some machines that we don't have quite yet. But what we're going to do is, maybe what we can do is, we're going to also need, in order to get this done, is going to get started on Britannia. So not only do we need to get steel production going up and going, but we also need Britannia. And I have an area over here, I think, where I'm going to put my Britannia. So maybe what we'll do is, let's get the kind of basics of Britannia going, and we'll see how far we can progress it and kind of work towards these 2 goals. So we need to get the planet interactor going, and we need to get some Britannia going. So I'm going to gather everything I need, and we'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so if we're going to get back into Britannia, let's take a look at the first quest we need to do, and we need to gather a white mystical flower, light blue flower, and a blue. And looking at our flower pouch real quick, I think we have, let's see, we've got the white covered, we've got the light blue, but we're short on the blue. So there's a couple ways we could fix this. So what we could do is if we can go out in the world and kind of search for a blue flower, but I think what we're going to do is let's take a look at what it's going to cost to craft the floor fertilizer. So we took a look at this. We're going to need, looks like just some sort of dye of some kind, bone meal, and hummus. So maybe what we'll do first is let's craft a little bit of hummus real quick. So hummus is nothing too crazy, just simply, let me see that again real quick. And I hear one of those stupid little slime guys again running around. Let's see, so hummus is just dirt, and compost is just wheat surrounded by that. So we should have enough for this. So we go here, here, and we'll just make a decent amount of, boom. Okay, and then it was simply, it was compost here, and I think it was, the rest was it here, like that? Yeah, there we go. So we'll make, let's make a good amount of hummus. There we go, we'll make 8, that should be good. As you can see, I've also been kind of working on my little platform over here. I had to kind of extend the grass over here because I wanted it a nice, you know, green grass to be growing in that little platform over there. So, okay. So, what are we going to need? So, we're going to also need some bone meal, and I got bone, and I've also got our little mortar right here. Should craft us a bunch of bone meal. There we go. And I think I have some more back at the base too as well. So, okay. So, hopefully we get lucky, and let's see what we need. So, we need also... so we got the bone meal. We need some sort of dye, which the dye we can get from the blue pedestal petal right here. Okay, so this is going to net us, it looks like it's going to net us about 3 floor fertilizers. So if we go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's 2, 2, 2, and 2, and 1. We can do this right. There we go. And then 2 hummus. Bingo. So that gives us 6 floor fertilizer. Okay. So cross your fingers and hope that we get a good amount of light or a dark blue. 2. There's 1. There's 2. And you know what? We'll just go ahead and there we go. So it looks like we got lucky enough. So, okay. Click all this stuff real quick and it should go automatically into our little pouch real quick. So... there we go. So that actually kind of worked out for once. I was afraid we were gonna have to go out and do some exploring just to get 2 flowers. So okay, there we go. So let's get this pouch back. And you know what we need to do? Let's go back to our base real quick and let's kind of get this inventory thing kind of sorted real fast. I feel like I'm working with a full stack of stuff, and I don't like that. Let's see. And we can just throw down our shulker box real quick right over here. And what we'll do. This will be the syntax dump chest for the time being. Let's just dump all this stuff in here real quick. Alright, and then we're not going to need that. And I think this is good here. And I think we're pretty much good. Okay, back downstairs real quick. And so I'm going to need to come up with a way to move around a little bit faster. I kind of have an idea how I want to do it. But at least for now, we're just going to do a little bit of hoofing for now. So, okay. So we need to... first things first, let's get our pouch on our inventory. There we go, flower pouch. And let's grab us we'll grab 2 of these guys. We're going to need 2 of these guys. And we're also going to need the only 2 of these guys that we got. Okay, and that should give us, oh, we need 4 actually. Take that back. Okay, so we need 4 of these guys. And 4 of these guys. Thankfully, we don't need 4 of these guys. There we go. Okay, bingo. And let's see. So we get mushroom, we get some wool or some cake. You know what? We've already eaten the cake, so let's take the mushroom. Why not? We'll take the shrooms. There we go. Claim. Bingo. Okay, and then we need to make some petals, so we just need to turn these guys into the different petals that they have. So that should be quite simple as we just click these guys real quickly right here into our inventory. And I think that gives us everything that we need. And let's take... you know what? We haven't eaten a pork chop yet. Okay. Here we go, and now the first thing what we need to do as far as for in Botania is we need to craft the petal apothecary, which is just going to be some chiseled stone, some block of iron, and silicon plate and some copper plates. Okay, I'm going to go take care of this. I'm going to come back once I got all the materials, and then we'll go ahead and craft up and we'll keep progressing down. Okay, there we go. So bingo, 1 petal apothecary. And I'm trying to remember where we need to go next. So, okay, it looks like we need to get some more science. So I think we have that. Let's see. We should have that. Yep, we got 1. Okay, so we need just 2 of these guys real fast. So just here, and then we'll just throw in our mortar real fast. Bingo. I like doing all these easy quests. Easy quests are good. Like, you know, it's always good to get a lot of stuff done real quick. So, okay, and let's see. Let's grab... Seems like we always need this orange powder, so we'll take that. I know a lot of recipes call for this stuff that we need. It's not at least machines-wise, so we'll take that real quick. Okay, and wouldn't you know, we did make some more floral fertilizer, which I already made. So let's go ahead and... We should have a little bit more. Where did I put that hummus? So we need to grab the bone meal, hummus, and we should be able to simply 1, 2, 3. I said we needed to save it, and we're going to use it right now. So, okay, there we go. So 1 floor fertilizer, bingo, and let's see. We actually don't have a lot of redstone, so let's go ahead and take that real quick. There we go. And we need to, oh, we didn't grab our, let's take some living rock, you know, never need. We need to get a pure daisy here pretty soon too as well, so, okay, there we go. So we're getting a little bit of lag right there, not too bad though. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna go ahead and craft our pure daisy real fast. And the whole point of this is we want to get ready to, let's sleep through the night real quick. Is we want to get this mana going so that we can make that mana diamond, because the mana diamond is what we're gonna need for when we start constructing the plant interactor. And one more thing about that, I think I might have misspoke on the last episode. I was talking about steel, the production of steel, and I think I referenced the tier 1 class line, and that is not necessarily true where it goes through. We have to go through the ores, alloys, and smeltery, and we're going to just head down this line right here, if I remember right. We need to make a nickel pickaxe head, and it's going to take us this way to make steel, so maybe we're not exactly too close, because I think we need to make the blast bricks, which I think are right here, and I'm trying to remember how we had to make it. Yep, we're going to need to make a trip into the nether for this. Actually, you know what? There might have been that nether fortress that we found at the beginning of the episode. Maybe we can go back and mine that a little bit, but I think we're also going to need soul dust, and I want to say soul dust was from soulstone, which we find in the nether. So yeah, so we're going to have to make a trip into the nether, so in order to get the production of steels. But we're going to kind of keep progressing along with Botania, because there are some things in here that we're going to need, like the ring of magnetization. I want to get that real quick, but we're going to need to start generating some mana. And then also I want to work on this, and I'll do a little bit of that in between. But for now, let's just throw the petal apothecary right here, and let's just get a little bit of water, and we'll just do this real quick. No, it's not going to be the most prettiest way to do business, but let's just grab real fast some water, and we'll make a nice little infinite water source. Here we go. Not the most prettiest of designs right here, but it does the job. I'll leave that for when I have a couple hours to design a nice little Botania area, which I'm planning on doing hopefully by the next episode, so you'll get to see my work. But there we go, there's our infinite water source, and let's just throw that in there real quick. There we go. And I think we need to make 1 pure daisy, and I want to say the recipe for that is nothing different. We actually need to make 2, so we need 8 mystical flowers. Okay, we need some seeds, which I don't know if I have any seeds on me. That I can get real quick though. There's our nice little noob farm down here. Let's just grab a couple seeds real fast. I gotta do a lot of work around here as far as at least tidying up some of my old, some of the old stuff. Okay, head back up top real quick. Now we got a couple seeds. Make our way up. I think it's going to be a good design once it's done. I'm going to like this tower because I'm going to put a humongous roof. And now that we have a friend that can fly, our little hippogriff right here, once we get an area to put him, designing that roof is going to be not necessarily a very hard task. So, okay, so let's grab, need 8 of these guys real quick. And if I remember right, it was 2, 3, and 4, and 1 seed. There you go, 1 pure daisy, and we just simply need to have a completely full inventory and just throw that back in there real quick. And we need to just simply 2, 3, and 4, and that's going to give us 1 pure daisy. So 1 more seed. Bingo. Okay, so there we go. So we've got now 2 pure daisies, which now we can craft. We need to make, if I remember right, we need to make, let's grab, we always need iron. That's one thing we do know is in this pack, we always need iron. Anytime you can take it, take the iron. So back to white magic. We need to make the living rock, and yeah, we're going to come down this way right here. So we need to make a bunch of living rock and some living wood. So maybe for the time being, let's just simply throw this stuff down right here and give it one space in between one, so it would be right there. Okay, and I don't have a lot of stone, but I got a ton of wood. But you know what? That's maybe not what we need to do right now. So let's see. I'm going to show you guys kind of what my design for this area is going to be, because I'm going to move all this stuff onto this little platform right here. So what I'm going to do, and what's going to happen is in between episodes, I'm going to get finished this, and I'll come back and I'll show you guys what I've designed. But I'm going to make this huge kind of, if you watch my single player series, I'm going to build something a little similar, but a little bit different. And I think it's going to go along nicely with the tower over here. But I think that right now is about where we need to wrap this episode up. As we see, we got basic Britannia, and we should be able to kind of progress a little bit with this little setup, and once I get kind of things over here. But there is one last thing that I kind of want to show you guys back at the spawn area before we wrap up the episode. So I will, we'll just do it right here real quick. We'll just head back to the spawn. And a couple episodes back, I was showing off the little nice little class, the classroom area over here with the farming, and I did miss one little thing, and I kind of wanted to show it off because a member of the community kind of said, hey, you kind of missed the most important part. So we're gonna go check it out real quick, and then we're gonna wrap the episode up right here. So okay, so not only in this nice cool little circus tent right here, we also have nice little display area right here. So check it out. So the modern, these are kind of, growth accelerators kind of tells you kind of what you need to do. And this is kind of the little guide to modernizing your farming setup. So very cool. And as you can see, it gives the syntax a little tips. So not only do I need to just, I need to come here and study these guys, but it's a cool little way to come in here and you kind of can see kind of how progression kind of works through the pack. So very, very, very cool, the modern farming exhibit. So very nice. And I'm going to be really excited to see how kind of the community kind of keeps expanding out to this area over time. So now that I have flying capabilities, it's going to make it easier for me to kind of go around, and I'll kind of start showcasing some of the cool things people have been doing on this server. So okay, well, we're going to wrap the episode up right here. My name's Syntax, and please drop down, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out grow, and you guys are awesome, and I appreciate all you Patreon supporters out there. You guys are awesome with all your support, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles on the Patreon server. Okay, take care, everybody.